The uncertain origin of the fascist salute or Roman salute. Since the interwar period, fascist movements have adopted the so-called Roman salute, consisting of raising the right arm with the palm downwards. However, this salute probably did not exist in ancient Rome or had a very different meaning. One of the most characteristic visual elements of fascism is the so-called Roman salute, which consisted of raising the right arm, at an angle of between 120 and 140 degrees with respect to the vertical axis of the body, with the palm facing downwards and generally accompanied by a proclamation in favor of the fatherland or the leader of the day. However, the Roman origins of this salute are uncertain and it is probably a historical invention. The origins of the salute. There is no real evidence that in ancient Rome leaders were greeted in this way, much less that this was a way of showing devotion to them. Although there are statues that show a similar posture, such as the equestrian statue of Marcus Aurelius or that of Augustus in military uniform, the position of the arm is different and also it is the leaders who make the salute to their audience and not the other way around. Probably these gestures were more related to oratory, as a way to call the attention of the audience, to ask for attention or to thank them for a warm response to their words or their presence. The first example in art. It is not until much later that this gesture appears in its known form. An early example is the painting Oath of the Horatii, 1784, by Jacques-Louis David. This painting depicts a mythical episode in Roman history in which three brothers of the Horatii family are appointed to represent Rome in a duel that will decide the fate of the war between this city and its neighbor Alba Longa. The brothers make this salute in front of their father, who hands them their swords. A second possible origin dates back to the Middle Ages and is closer to the fascist salute, but has little to do with ancient Rome. According to some 19th-century historians, this gesture would have been used in the coronation ceremonies of Germanic kings, who were carried on a shield while their soldiers saluted them in such a manner. Again, however, there is no contemporary evidence of the time to which such a tradition supposedly dates. The modern salute. Although the first two movements to adopt this alleged Roman salute, Italian fascism and German Nazism, had similar forms, although the Nazi salute was with a horizontal palm, while the fascist salute held the hand at the same inclination of the arm, their origins were different. In the Italian case, the first use of the salute is attributed to Gabriele D'Annunzio's corps of legionaries. This Italian politician and military officer led in 1919 a corps of volunteers who captured the city of Fiume, present-day Rijeka, disputed between the kingdoms of Italy and Serbia, with the intention of reclaiming it for his country. D'Annunzio was the predecessor of much of fascist scenography, including this salute of his troops as an expression of loyalty to the fatherland and to their duce or commander. It was later adopted by Benito Mussolini as a symbol of connection to the ancient Roman Empire, which he aspired to resurrect. The case of the Nazi salute is more complex. Although he certainly copied it from the fascist salute, in this case it imitated the alleged acclamation of the Germanic kings during their coronation, relating it to the ancient Germanic Roman Empire and not to the Roman one. Adolf Hitler printed some variants, such as the hand in horizontal position and the acclamation to the leader, Heil Hitler, Long Live Hitler, or Sieg Heil, Long Live, Victory. The Spanish version of the salute imitated the Italian one in posture and angle. It was introduced by José Antonio Primo de Rivera, founder of Falange Española, and was adopted by the national side during the Civil War and the early years of Franco's dictatorship. After the defeat of the Third Reich in 1945, regimes that had been close to the Axis, such as Francoism, stopped using it in official acts to facilitate its international acceptance. Other fascist movements tended to copy the Italian version of the salute rather than the German one. On the other hand, they were not the only ones. In other countries there were similar versions, such as the Bellamy salute in the United States, which ceased to be used because of its resemblance to Nazism. During the 20th century it was also often used in works of fiction set in Roman times, especially films, but has now fallen into disuse as it is considered a historical falsehood.